All right, yogis, here we go. Here we go. Let's start in mountain pose. Thanks for being here this afternoon. A little yoga for us today with a treat at the end. Just make your way up to the top of your mat. Just take your time. Let's take a few moments just to get settled. Begin our practice together. And in the process of just getting ready for your practice, first just take root. Just feel the ground beneath you. Even look down at your feet. You might even turn your toes so they're pointing directly forward, getting a sense that your feet are underneath your hips, just to create a sense of alignment from hips right down to your feet. You can always change that posturing if you need to. A little turning out of the feet, just being sure you feel grounded. Perhaps feeling balanced on your own 2 feet. And as you're taking root, perhaps take a deep breath. With the exhale, even feel or imagine the breath moving down to your feet as you take root. Connect. Do that again, breathing in. Maybe feel the breath rising on the inhale. And with the exhale, that energy flowing down the body, through your feet, into the earth. And just continue with slow, steady breaths. Mindful, intentional breathing. You might do this with your eyes closed, or you might open your eyes. Even if you do have your eyes open, just keep your eyes soft. You might just look down at the ground, not really looking at anything. Just tuning in. This mindful connection. Feel your breath. Just notice how your body is responding to each breath. What it feels like to inhale. What happens in your body. Maybe your lungs expand and you can feel the rise, maybe the fall of chest to your belly. Even noticing your shoulders, they might rise and fall. And listen to the sound of your breath. If you can't quite hear your breath, just turn up the volume a little bit. Just focusing on these 2 things, the feeling and the sound of your breath. In a way, you're practicing meditation. And in our practice today, it'll be a moving meditation. Slow, steady breaths. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Taking these moments to prepare your body to move. And a reminder that this is your practice. Move in a way that feels good to you, or a way that your body needs to move today. Even if you need to rest, please rest. If you need to modify any poses, please do so. Just listen to and honor your body. And ready to move. We'll inhale, extend both arms out and up. Treat it like a stretch. Reach for the ceiling and beyond it. Exhale, we'll fold forward, a good hinge from your hips, bend your knees as needed, and just make your way down toward your toes. You don't have to touch your toes. Maybe your hands land at your shins or ankles. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins or your knees. Only rise up halfway and try to elongate through your spine. Then exhale, just melt your way back down to a forward fold. Again, you don't have to go all the way down. Just go down to a place that just feels correct, that just feels good for you. So you notice maybe a stretch in your hamstrings, maybe a release down your back. Even check in with your shoulders. You might even add movement in your shoulders. Circle your shoulders. Even nod yes, shake your head no. Even a little sway of your whole upper body left and right. Just checking in with body, how it feels. Even assess what you might need from your practice today. Take 2 more breaths. Make our way carefully back up to a standing posture. Start by shifting your weight into your heels. Just lean back a little bit. Bend your knees to lower your hips like you're sitting down into a low chair. And start lifting upper body, and again, feel that extension of spine. Take your arms out to the side like you're spreading your wings. Then inhale, just stand up tall. Straighten the legs. Get tall. Reach up with an inhale, maybe even look up. Then exhale, you can bring your palms together down to your heart, or bring your arms down to your side. Either one, they're both correct. Just pause for a moment, take a breath. That's our half salute to the sun. We're just going to repeat that. When you're ready, inhale, sweep arms out and up. Another stretch. Yes, exhale, swan dive forward, hinge from hips, soft knees. Good. Good control. You can bend your knees, make your way down. Inhale, rise up halfway. Again, we're finding that long, flat back like you're a table. And exhale, slowly slide back down, partially or all the way. Carefully making our way back up to standing, shifting weight into the heels, bend your knees to lower hips, start lifting upper body, then sweep your arms out, then up with an inhale, reach a bit higher as you're able. Exhale, hands to heart or arms to your side, finishing that flow. We'll just pause for a moment, keep this connection, the feeling and the sound of the breath as it continues to guide you in your practice today. Let's continue. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Feel the lengthening through your arms, energy in your hands and fingers. Exhale, fold. That's it. Nice. Inhale, rise up halfway. Feel the top of your head lead you forward so you feel the length. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees enough so you can reach the ground with your hands. Place your hands near the top edge of your mat. Walk or take a big step back to the back end of your mat with your feet, and just lower your hips to shoulder level. Just pause for a moment in this plank pose, a high push-up position. Good strength-building posture. We'll take a breath in. On the exhale, bend your knees slightly and send your hips into the air. While your head and chest dip between the arms. As we make our way to downward facing dog, you might need to make some adjustments, perhaps with your feet, maybe your hands, help you settle into your pose. You can just hold and just be here with the posture, the feeling of the posture. You can also add movement. You might even pedal the feet. Press one heel down as the other heel lifts and just alternate as you're breathing. So you can feel a stretch in your toes, your calves, allowing your knees to bend. Your hips might shift side to side. And just making sure hands are pressing firmly into the floor, so strong, supportive arms. But if you get tired, you can always come down to your knees. Moving from here, full breath in, filling up your lungs. Exhale, connection to your core body. Bend your knees so you can walk, step, or even hop both feet up to the top of your mat. Nicely done. From here, just inhale, rise up halfway. There's our flat back. Exhale, folding again. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. Let's inhale, come all the way up to standing, reaching high. This exhale, let's take chair pose. We're just going to keep the body in motion. Just a little seat back into the chair. You can keep it high, but you can certainly bend the knees and lower the hips more if you want to. Let's take a breath in and exhale, dive out of your chair, back down towards toes. There's forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, long, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, hands to the earth. Walk, step, or hop, feet back, plank pose. Just a brief pause in plank, that same strength-building posture. First time we took a shortcut to down dog, you can do the same thing here if you want to, or with your exhale, finish your push-up. You can bend your elbows, hug them in towards ribs to lower your body down. Yes, you can bring knees to the floor first, then your belly, then your chest. Find a back bend. It could be a low cobra, something like this. Or go a little bit higher, maybe all the way to your upward-facing dog. And with your exhale, just tuck toes under, hips float into the air, and then head and chest dip between the arms. Settle in, make your adjustments, and then we'll add a lunge. Inhale, extend your right leg up into the air. Just hold it there for a moment. Reach long like you're trying to touch the wall behind you. That's it. Hands press more into the earth. Breathe in. Exhale, right foot. Let's bring it up to the top of the mat or just behind the right hand. That should work well. Turn your left leg so your whole left foot is on the floor behind you. And then shift weight into that foot so there's good balance between your feet. That should allow you to lighten your hand so you can reach forward and then hinge from your hips. I'm going slowly so you can see that it's like you're opening the lid of a box. Just opening up the body. Let's hold here for a moment. Just reach high, lunge low. Now, stay where you are. Now, your focus is probably just forward. That's pretty typical for a warrior one, just looking at the wall or something out in front of you. Another place you can look actually is folding your fingers with your index fingers pointing up and looking up. It's another way to be in this posture. Wherever you are, just take a breath in Exhale, release. We'll fold, bring hands back down to the floor. Slide or pull right foot back, plank pose. A shortcut to down dog is fine, or a modified version of a vinyasa or flow, taking you through and ending in a downward facing dog. Settling in, make your adjustments. We'll do the other side. So an inhale when you're ready, extend left leg into the air. Again, we'll reach and hold for a moment as you allow the body to get longer. Good extension, good energy. Breathe in. Exhale, move. Send left foot to the top of the mat or behind the left hand. Turn right leg so the foot's on the floor completely, shifting weight back so you feel well planted into the earth with that foot. Light hand so you can reach forward, hinge from hips, open the lid of the box. Again, just focusing forward. When we're looking, or what we're looking at, the expression or the word we use in Sanskrit is drishti, or dristi. Drishti means to gaze, what you're looking at, what you're focusing on. So our focus can be forward or up. In the Ashtanga version of this posture. Let's breathe in. Exhale, we'll fold, hands return to the earth. Slide or pull left foot back to meet the other. Complete the series as you'd like. Now that can change every time we get to plank pose, taking the shortcut or some variation of that flow to get you to down dog. Let's just go through that sequence again. We'll add on to it. Inhale, extend right leg up, a brief hold, getting long. Let's open the hip here. So bend your right knee, bring your heel down towards backside. You gently or lightly lift the knee, and you create a bit of a twist or a little turn of the lower half of the body, and opens the hip there nicely. Your gaze in this posture, whether in down dog or this lifted leg position, is at your left foot, your toes. Breathe in. And exhale, let's unwind and step through. Same thing, land at the top, turn left heel to the floor, shift weight back, find balance between 2 feet. Light hands rise up. Let's go ahead and open this to a warrior 2. Once you've turned and opened, you might need to adjust your feet on your mat. That's it. Feel tall, long torso, outstretched arms, very energetic. Now our drishti, or our focus, typically is over the right hand. So we turn your head, look past your right hand. It's almost like, you're looking at your middle finger, the tip of the middle finger. And that's your focal point, but knowing that you're kind of looking beyond it. Side angle pose, just follow the right arm forward. Angled upper body, so we rotate the arms here, right hand reaching down, and our gaze turns upward. Okay, so past left hand, or looking at the tip of the middle finger. Now that is a turn of the head. If that's a strain on the neck, you can just turn your head, maybe just look more neutral, maybe at the left side of the room, or even down at the floor, which is fine. Take a breath in. Exhale, we'll turn, we'll fold, bring hands to the ground, slide right foot back, plank pose. Again, complete the series as you'd like. Again, it can be different every time. You can certainly take that shortcut. Settling into your down dog. We'll inhale, extend left leg into the air first, just a nice extension. Make space, and then we'll open the hip by bending the knee. A little twist, a little turn. Your focus is perhaps at your right big toe. Hands pressing firmly into the earth. Good opening of the hip. We'll breathe in, and on the exhale, unwind and step through. Left foot at the top of the mat, right heel to the earth. Find balance, find that center. So you have light hands, so you can rise up. You can look forward or look up. Exhale, opening here to warrior 2. Adjusting your feet, your strong foundation. Outstretched arms. Focus past left hand, or at the tip of the middle finger. When we have something to do while you're doing yoga, like look at something, it just keeps our focus and attention here in the moment. Side angle, let's follow the left arm forward. Let's rotate the arms here, reach down. Now you can continue just looking down, either at the left hand or left foot, or at the right side of the room, or upward past right hand, which is very Ashtanga. Power yoga is a derivative of Ashtanga. Let's breathe in, and exhale, we'll turn. Let's bring hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose, and again, just complete your series. Meeting together in downward facing dog. Take a breath or two in down dog. If your eyes are open, focus is at your toes or even your knees. Let's do a little floor work, so gently come down to your knees. We'll sit back briefly into hero, then sit off to the side so you can swing the legs around to the front. We're going to lie down. I'm just going to spin around here. Then go ahead and roll down onto your back. Bring knees with you. Little hug. Nice opportunity to get reconnected with your breathing. So take some deep breaths, add some movement. Continue to assess how you're feeling, what your body needs, what it wants. And we're getting ready for a back bend, bridge pose. So let's plant the feet into the earth. Feel rooted and connected, just as we did at the beginning of practice, mountain pose, feeling grounded, rooted into the earth. Let's take a breath in, fill up lungs. You can exhale through the mouth if you'd like, so you can feel the air leave your belly, engaging your core center, and just peeling off the floor, hips lifting. Just lift until you naturally stop. You can certainly keep the hips a little lower. You can sit in your hands, or if you happen to have a block nearby, you can sit on a block. And to open up the chest a bit more, you might rock your upper body left and right several times to wiggle or get the arms and shoulders a bit more underneath you. Feel the chest expand. And to support the upper body, you might bend your arms or bend your elbows so your arms are at 90 degrees. And even press with some firmness into the ground with your triceps, your shoulders, your elbows. And this should help you hold here for about 2 more breaths. Nice opening for the whole front body, very engaged sensation. Start to soften. We'll wiggle the feet forward a little bit. Making space, we'll extend both arms up into the air. That'll get the shoulders out from underneath you, and then roll your way down. And once you've made it to the ground, extend your arms behind you, extend your legs out in front of you, and actively stretch. Reach in these opposite directions. Moving to boat pose, we'll start by bringing knees into chest. You can certainly rock your way up to the seat or roll to your side and press yourself up to your seat. You can kind of guide your way into the posture. You can certainly roll right up into the pose, or do what I typically do, is just kind of get to the seat, bend my knees, heels on the floor, hold on to my legs here to ensure an extended spine. That's an inhale. Exhale through the mouth to help engage core, and with that support, start leaning back until I find the tension I want to create for my core. I can stay just like this. I can free my hands or hold on, or if I continue leaning back, finding that balance, the heels or feet will just easily float off the floor if you want to go there. You can still hold on, free the hands. Another expression here, maybe extend the legs. Lots of ways to be in this pose. As far as your focus, just be aware if your head is down and looking straight forward, because that's a very interesting position, because if you were standing, your head would be like this, your head is down. So you might need to tip the chin up so your neck is in the same alignment as the rest of the spine. So your gaze is kind of up. It might even be, if your legs were extended, you might be looking at your big toes. Okay? We're moving from here. Breathe in. Exhale, cross legs, either hands in front or to the side, so you can unfold legs, get them back behind you, plank pose. Pause for a moment. Boat's a nice way to engage core. You may still feel that engagement here. Let's take a shortcut to down dog. Bend the knees, hips to sky. New lunge sequence. Let's inhale, extend right leg up, keep it straight. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, keep it there. And keep the left heel lifted, so all 10 toes are pointing forward, but you still may need to shift your weight back a bit, finding some centering here. Free the hands, reach forward. Same dynamic of opening the lid of the box. Reach high, lunge low, and then connect to center. We've been doing that with core. You can do that with your arms like you're holding on to something up here, but also do it with legs, like you're squeezing something. Like Warrior One, your focus can be forward, or you might interlace fingers here, index fingers pointing up, and you can look up, which really is a nice challenge for the balance. Go ahead and open it to a Warrior Two, pivot left heel to the floor, opening, make some adjustments. Let's reverse the Warrior, let's flip right palm up, reach up, same thing, very Ashtanga-like. You might look up past your right hand. Your drishti, focal point. Good. Big cartwheel out of the pose, around and down to the floor in front. Step back, plank pose, pause. We're taking a shortcut to down dog. You can certainly go through a full vinyasa, but a shortcut's fine. So same thing, other side whenever you're ready to move. Inhale, extend left leg up, yes. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat once landed. Right heel stays lifted. Do shift your weight back so there's no weight in your hands. Okay, center of gravity is hips. Open the lid of the box, rising. And then just kind of settle into the pose. Engage. Belly, strong legs by squeezing the midline. Even if your arms are out wide, imagine you're holding on to something between the hands. Looking forward. In the front row here, you're probably looking at a blank wall. You might need to drop your eyes and look at the baseboard here. Okay? If you're in the back row, maybe you're looking at someone's mat. Or interlace fingers and look up. Breathe in. Exhale, open to your Warrior Two. Get the feet grounded as you adjust them. Feel solid here. And then reverse your Warrior. Perhaps follow your gaze up past left hand. You might be looking at the ceiling or just the tip of your middle finger. Something easy and kind of close enough to look at and focus on. Taking the breaths. And then our windmill out of the posture, around and down to the floor in front. Step back, plank pose. And go ahead and complete the series as you'd like. Pausing for a breath or two in downward facing dog. And perhaps your next exhale, walk, step, or hop. Both feet up to the top of your mat. You'll be in forward fold. We'll inhale, rise up halfway. Your focus is probably straight down at the floor. Exhale, fold. Focus can be at toes. If you're pretty bendy, you might be looking at your knees. Shifting weight into your heels. Bend your knees, lower hips. We'll inhale, rise up. Even look up. Let's all look up if you're okay with that. Looking past fingers. Exhale, look forward, arms down to your side. And we'll finish the flow. Good. Take a few breaths. Check in with your body. A little shoulder roll. Check in from head right down to your feet. Okay, we're going to focus again on feet because we're going to balance on one foot. So we're going to go moving into tree pose. So just as we did at the beginning of practice, feeling that rooted, connected feeling to the ground. Even distribution of weight in the feet. And even as we get into the tree pose, knowing that it's a balancing posture, if you kind of falter and fall out of it or wobble a little bit, go ahead and just fall out of it and then come back here. Get re-grounded and then come back into the pose. Okay? Go ahead and soften the knees a little bit just in case knees were locked. Soften, shift weight into your right foot. That's our groundedness. Inhale, let's get tall. Feel breath rising, fill up your lungs. Exhale, pull belly in. That's our boat pose connection. Pick up left foot, bending the knee, maybe a flexed foot just to activate the leg. And swing the knee out, even just to the corner of the room, which is fine. Maybe more if you can. And then placing foot on the inside of the standing leg. You can be way up high, above the knee, or below the knee, which is where I typically go, or even using the floor. Wherever you are, we'll go ahead and inhale, extend the arms into the air, and just get settled into the pose. I'm going to come down, get out of your drishti focal area, so you can easily look forward or even down at the floor. You're not dropping your head, you're just dropping your eyes. So we have our focus. You're also focusing on breath, so you're still breathing. Inhaling to get long and strong. Exhale to engage core. These are all ways that helps you to stay and be in the posture. When those things start to waver, that's when we typically fall out of the posture. Stay here. Let's swing the left knee forward, lifting knee with the flexed foot. Plant the foot into the ground. That's our rebalance. And then bring your arms back down to your side. Kind of shake all that loose. Check in with your feet, especially the right foot that you're just standing on. Stretch the ankle, stretch your toes, whatever you need to do there. Okay? Very nice, everybody. Good balancing. And again, we all waver. We all fall out of balance, right? And so just take a breath, come back, you're good. Okay? Mountain pose, reground, soft knees. We're shifting weight into left foot. Inhale, get tall, breath is rising, get that lightness. Exhale to connect like boat. Picking up right foot, flexing foot, just nice strong action there. Swing the knee out a little or more if you can. And then foot, again, inside standing leg high, medium, or low. Always okay to use the floor. Even if you start here, you can end here. Okay? When you're ready, extend both arms up. Lots of energy. If your arms or hands feel kind of loose, you'll get wobbly. Okay? So activate, reach. Okay? Even if your arms are out, even if there's a slight bend in the elbows, that's okay. Active hands. Breathing is active. Filling up lungs, exhaling. Pull belly in. Yes. If your foot is on inner thigh, little squeeze, press into the thigh. Thigh into foot. Focus is forward or slightly down. Nicely done. Keep arms extended. We'll swing right knee forward. Lifting knee, flexed foot, plant the foot, rebalance. Arms return to your side. You're done with that. Shake it loose. Let it go. Nicely done. Okay. Continuing our flow. Let's inhale, sweep arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Bend knees, hands to the earth, hop, step, or walk, feet back. Plank pose, come down if you'd like to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, just going through a vinyasa together here. Exhale, downward facing. Of course, you can mix it up if you want to. When you're ready, inhale, extend right leg up. Let's go ahead and do a bend and twist. Opening up. Unwind, step through, back to a warrior one. Left heel turns to the floor behind you. Find that good balance. Light hands rise up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Settle in, make some quick adjustments. Looking out past right hand. We'll move into side angle, reach forward. Rotate here, maybe change your gaze upward past left hand. Still in motion, breathe in. Exhale, turn and fold, hands to the floor. Listen, we're going to sweep the right foot back and up into the air. So you return to down dog, straight right leg. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to a high lunge. Again, when you step forward, we do need to shift body weight back. A little easier on the knee, easier for balance. Rising up. Let's hold for a moment. Reach high, lunge low. Activate legs, core, and arms. Let's all try this. Interlace fingers. Index fingers pointing up. If you can, tip the head and gaze upward. Maybe you're looking at those fingertips. One more breath. Okay, follow me. Just release the hands, look forward. Hinge forward about 45 degrees. Now we're still pretty balanced on both feet, but I'm going to push from the back foot into front foot. Pick up the back leg. Can you see me? I'm just picking up that back leg or back foot. So the leg is still straight. Really extending out through the arms. Bending the left knee. Can you see this? Bring the knee forward and then set the foot down. You'll be in chair pose. Go ahead and stand up tall. Look up for a minor standing back bend. Exhale, swan dive. So that'll be our sequence. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, hop, step, or walk, feet back. Plank pose, come down, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you're going through that sequence, you can always change that up. Meet and down dog. Settle in. Working left side. When you're ready, inhale, extend left leg up. Bend and twist open. Nice hip opener. There it is. Unwind, step through. Good job. Left foot to the top of the mat. Back to warrior one. Plant the right heel into the earth. Take your time. Shift weight back. Rise when you're ready. Opening. Lid of the box. Exhale, opening warrior two. Little shift and change of the feet if you need to. Side angle. Follow left hand forward. Rotate arms. Focus can be down or up at right hand. We're still moving. Breathe in. Exhale, turn, fold, hands to the floor. Sweep left foot back and right back up into the air, down dog, left leg up and straight. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, getting ready for high lunge. Finding your center. Take your time. Don't have to rush any of these transitions. Rise up, and once you're tall, settle in. Kind of drop into that. Reach up, engage, find center. Let's change our focus, our drishti. Fold fingers, index fingers pointing up. Slowly tip the head up. That way you don't lose balance, or less likely to. One more breath. I'm just taking about 3 breaths here. All right, free the hands, look forward. Hinge forward. Push through the back toes so you can balance on left foot. You can easily just pick up that right foot. It's straight, it's reaching, it's active. Bend the right knee in the air. You're balancing. Bring the knee forward so you can set the foot down next to the other. Chair pose. Go ahead and stand up tall. Look up. We're going to stay standing. And just bring your arms down to your side. Focuses forward. Good. Shake it out. Release. All right. So we're going to do something similar to that, but instead of, or the transition from that little balancing act from here, little lean, push, kick that leg up, keep tipping until you're in warrior 3. Okay. So from that angle to more parallel towards that. Now you don't have to keep the arms extending forward. If you want and just happen to have some blocks nearby, you can always use the blocks or the floor. If you don't have blocks, use your leg right here. Okay, even 1. Okay, so lots of variations here, lots of variations. Okay, so if you want blocks, bring your blocks there. Okay, same flow, mountain pose. You're good. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, lead with your heart. Fold forward, soft knees, find the ground. Inhale, rise up halfway. You're good. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Hop or step back, plank pose. Come down only if you want to. Modify if you need to. Meet in down dog. Okay. From down dog, once you're there, we'll just go do the high lunge part of it. Inhale, extend right leg up. Keep it straight, right foot to the top of the mat. It's our high lunge. Left heel stays lifted. Find center. Rise up. Once you're tall, let's get it all engaged. Lock it in. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and just hinge forward. Push so we can balance on right foot. Just pick up left foot. There's our angled body. Then tip so you're a little bit more parallel to the floor. Use props like floor, blocks, or leg to help you balance. Right knee can be very bent here. Left leg as straight as you can get it and really actively reaching back through the foot. Okay, it's like having your arms overhead. You want, since the foot and leg is up, activate. Okay, bend the left knee, bring it forward, bring the foot down to the floor. Let's stand up all the way, nice and tall, extended mountain with a mild back bend. Exhale, swan dive. We'll do the same thing other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank. Finish the vinyasa as you'd want to at this point. Yes, take your time. Use those wonderful variations. Good. It's our high lunge series. When you're ready to move, inhale, extend left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Find center. Rise when you're ready. If you're still down low, that's okay. Just making sure you're getting nicely set up. Once you're here, we'll hinge forward. Push to shift weight into left foot so we can pick up the right foot. It's already active. Keep it active as you tip so you're more parallel to the floor. Use blocks, use the floor, use your thigh to help with the balance. Now, if you have free arms, you can even take them out to the side like airplane wings or even reach behind you. Focus is probably just straight down. So your neck is long, so your focus is just down at the ground. Good. Nice active right leg. Active arms wherever they happen to be. Okay, bend the right knee. Can you bring the right knee in? Chair pose. Let it land. Feel balance on 2 feet. Go ahead and stand up tall. We're going to stay standing. You might look up. Then look forward, arms down to your side to finish the flow. Good job. Shake it out. Okay? Why don't we add one more thing? Okay? So the added thing here, same thing. We'll get into our high lunge, shift, balance, tip. For our warrior 3, hand on floor, block, even your thigh really actually works. Flexing my left foot, lifting it to help open the hip. I'm going to use the block here, opening up to a half moon. Okay? Now I like to look at the floor for my drishti. It just helps with balance. To test the balance, you can turn your head, look out the window or the side of the room. To really test balance, drishti is actually past whatever hand is in the air. Then we'll close it, bringing it back down. So the hips are kind of open. We need to also just close the hips, square the hips, bend the knee, bring it in, back to that chair pose. That's our flow. Okay? All right, mountain pose to begin, grounded and rooted. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. You can look up if you'd like. Exhale, swan dive. Soft knees, find the earth. Inhale, rise up halfway. Fold, hands to the floor, hop or step back. Plank pose, come down if you want. Lots of chaturangas, so you can always skip them if you want to, or modify them. That's it. Finishing in down dog. Same thing, we'll just do a high lunge. Inhale, extend right leg up. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Find center and balance. Take your time if you need to. Rise when you're ready. When you're ready, there it is. Lock it in. Strong legs, core, and arms. Hinge forward about 45 degrees. Push so you can balance on right foot. Just pick up the left leg. Tip so you're more parallel to the floor. There's your warrior 3. Change your arm or hand positioning if you need to. Okay? Just so we can find and feel the warrior 3. Maybe your right hand comes down to the floor or block. Flex left foot. Keep lifting it a bit more, which will help open the hips, starting to turn you sideways. Don't worry if you don't open completely sideways. Even at an angle, little turn of the body, you're there. And if you're able, left hand into the air. Now again, looking at the floor might help with the balance. Good. Just making sure the left leg is very active with the flexed foot. Or look out the window. Or challenge yourself, look at your left hand. Slowly turn your head if you do so. Yes. If you turn too fast, you typically fall. Okay, we're bringing the left hand back down to the floor or block, square out the hips. Chair pose, bring left knee in, set it down, the foot down, chair pose. There it is. Then we'll stand. We're going to keep it moving. Look up, minor back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Yes, good job. Monkey pose, halfway lift. Fold, hands to the earth, hop or step back, plank, come down, chaturanga dandasana. We might be skipping it, that's fine too. Up dog, down dog. When ready, inhale, extend left leg up, left foot to the top of the mat. Find balance. Already engaging legs to give you the support you need to rise up. Lock it in. Lunge, strong legs, core and arms. We're hinging, shifting, balancing by picking up the right foot. There's our angle. There's our warrior 3, more parallel like a capital T. Use blocks if you need them. Left hand to the block or floor. Flex right foot. Lift the leg. Helps you to open up the hips towards the right side of the room. Again, you don't have to turn all the way sideways. Just a little bit will work. Right hand into the air, even if your focus is still down. If you're going to turn the head, move it slowly. Look to the wall. Slowly turning head to look up past right hand, if you can make it. Very active right foot. We're going to close it. Bring the right hand down to the floor or block. Square out the hips. Bend the right knee, bring it in for our chair pose. Go ahead and stand up tall. Let's keep it moving. Swan dive, back down to the earth. Halfway lift. Fold, hands to the floor, hop or step back, plank. Stay in plank. Come to hero, bring knees to the floor. Sit back into hero so you can take a little break here because we're going to do it like 37 more times. So I just want to give you a little break. Eyes just went like 37 more times. Okay. Yeah, yes, with the move. It'll go really fast. All right, so the next little sequence, I like to call it tree pose to tree pose. Okay, basically the same sequence. We're going to throw our tree back in there. So we're going to start in tree. So I'm just going to hop into tree pose. I'll guide you here. So tree pose. I'm going to swing this left knee forward, lifting the knee. My right leg is straight, but I'm going to have you bend whatever leg you're standing on. Okay, so you can easily hinge and move. Hinge, create that angled body, extending the legs, so we're here in that balance. Okay, the more you bend this knee, the closer you are to the floor, you're going to step back into a lunge here. There's our high lunge. We'll open up to a warrior two. We're going to reverse the warrior here. Okay, windmill. Out, hands down, sweep, right foot back and up. Quickly come right back up to the high lunge. If you can, a little bit of a launch, a little momentum, launch right into a warrior three. Okay, no half moon this time. We're just going to come, bend the knee, bring it in. Here, swing it open, we're back into tree pose. Okay, so tree to tree pose. We're going to exclude the half moon in that one. All right, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to start in standing. So exhale, hop or step forward, feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Weight shift into the heels, bend your knees. We'll inhale, come up, reach up, even look up for your drishti. Look forward for your drishti, arms to your side. All right, settle in. Grounded, rooted, balanced. Focus is forward or slightly down. Shifting weight into your right foot. Tall in the body with the breath in. Exhale, core connection. We're picking up left foot, swinging it out, plugging it in. We're just getting ready for our tree pose. Arms extend. Remember, if you have loose arms, you're more likely to fall, okay? So active arms, reach, lift. All right, we're swinging left knee forward, lifting knee with the flexed foot, bend the right knee. You'll go down, start to tip, 45-degree angle, extend left leg back for that balance. Keep bending right knee so you get close to the floor so you can set the toes down behind you. You'll be in your high lunge. Go ahead and open it to a warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Reach up, gaze upward. Big cartwheel out of the pose. Around and down to the floor. Sweep right foot back and up into the air. Down dog. Right foot returns to the top of the mat. High lunge. As you float up, you're kind of gaining momentum. Exhale, launch and fly right into your warrior three. Or kind of step into it. Take your time if you need to. Use blocks, use your leg. Or extend your arms out or behind. Okay. Bend the left knee. Bring it in as you start to tip up. Nice and tall. Return to your tree pose. Swinging knee out. Plug it in. Reactivate. So we land the posture. Arms stay extended. Swing left knee forward. Lift knee. Flex foot. Plant the foot. Rebalance. Arms return to your side. That's our sequence. Okay. Getting ready for the other side. Okay, rooted and connected, as if you're just starting over from the beginning of class. Soft knees, shifting weight into left foot. Grow tall with an inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, engage your core. Pick up right foot, flex the foot. Nice active leg. Swing the knee out, plug it in. High, medium, or low. You can always use the floor. Inhale, reach up, activate, lift. Getting ready for the lunge transition. Swing right knee forward, lifting knee, flex foot, bend the left knee, tip, extend, bend left knee more so you can land on the toes back there. Is our high lunge. Open warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Look up past left hand, back to down dog. Windmill out and down. Sweep left foot back and up. There's our down dog, left foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. You're building momentum a bit as you rise. So you can exhale, launch right out into your warrior three. Little push from that back leg that automatically or actively becomes strong. Warrior three. Tip up, bend right knee, bring it in. Tree pose, swing it out, plug it in, reactivate. Arms stay extended. We'll swing right knee forward, lifting knee, flex foot, plant the foot. Keep arms up. This inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Hopper, step back, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Holding for a moment. We're done with all of that, the whole new series. We're going to go upside down, okay? So we're going to shoulder stand or any other leg extension in the air. So from down dog, if you can and want to, you can hop forward, cross your legs, take a seat, keep rolling back into your legs and hips, go up into the air, or just take a seat, lie down, send the legs up. Now you can do this by lying, you can lie flat on your back and then extend the legs. You can even get ready for a bridge pose with knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips and get a block underneath you, and then extend legs. Or, of course, the shoulder stand. Okay? Even here, there's a drishti. Okay? So if your eyes are open, if you're in shoulder stand, you can probably see your big toes, because that would be your focal point. Okay? If you're lying flat and your legs are up, you may not be able to see your toes very well. You just look up. Right, because your neck is long. If you want, just an option, you can move into a plow pose. You can send the straight legs down behind you. You can certainly bend the knees first, bring your knees down towards forehead. And then feet or toes might touch the ground. They don't have to touch the ground. Modify this as needed. So what do you look at here? It would probably be your knees. Okay? If the knees were bent or legs were straight, focus is at knees. Okay? Again, a moving meditation. Meditation involves focus. What are you looking at? Okay, what do you see? And you're looking at one thing. All right, if you're in plow, let's carefully, mindfully come out of the posture, roll all the way down to your back. So everyone come down to your back body. From here, moving into fish pose or any other back bend. Okay, it could be another bridge pose if you'd like, or a full wheel, but fish is typical in the Ashtanga practice after that sequence. So fish would just be a straight body, long legs. You would actually point your toes just to activate the legs, getting the arms underneath you. Okay, you may rock left and right several times, getting your arms and shoulders underneath you, and you end up sitting on your hands. You've got it. Your palms are down, but you're sitting on your hands. And then press or push the backs of your arms, your elbows into the floor to help you lift the upper body like you're rising up out of a bed, perhaps. Just lifting up, arching the back, tip the head back. Now you might be high enough where your head does not touch the floor, or you might be slightly low enough where the crown or the top of your head or even the back of your head touches the floor. Now the focus here, if you happen to be in this fish position, might just be back, to the back of the room. It can even be at your nose. Okay? Looking at your nose. Giving you something to pay attention to focus on, in addition to the breath and the body position. Coming out of the posture, lift your head if it's on the floor, tuck your chin in towards neck so you can lie down completely, and then release the arms out from underneath you. Just pause for a moment in Shavasana, even let the body just completely release and relax. And as you're feeling that relaxation, taking a breath, and starting to feel into what your body might need next. So you get to choose your own closing sequence. So you have a little time to add some postures here. I'll give you some suggestions or ideas, but just move in a way that feels good to you. You might move right into a twist, a spinal twist, or a hip opener like happy baby pose, or reclining pigeon pose. Maybe another back bend, or a back bend if you didn't do one earlier. Okay? Listen to your body, feel into your body, not really thinking about what to do, just let your body move. Because the position you might move into may not necessarily be a yoga position. Maybe it's just a posture that just feels good. A stretch or a twist. As you find yourselves in a nice stretch position, holding that posture, just finding and feeling relief, maybe some release. Even notice the breath. We had a lot of movement. It was very active. Okay, so an opportunity to come back to the breath, mindful breathing, and if you're able, slow, steady breaths, just as we did at the beginning of practice. Take your time, no rush. Honoring your body. Good. Feel free to continue with your movements or any positions that your body would appreciate. But when you feel complete with these movements, just make your way to perhaps Shavasana as your final posture, your resting position. It could be any other restorative pose. Something that feels restful, feels good, body disengages. Typically our eyes are closed here. So what are you looking at? You're looking inward. If it was the yogic idea, you're looking inward. Even imagine, if you can do this maybe just for a few seconds or for a few breaths, imagine you're looking at your third eye, so just maybe right between your eyebrows. Okay? Even with eyes closed, just imagine you're looking at your third eye. That can be a focal point while in Shavasana, just to keep you in the moment. Certainly the awareness of the feeling and the sound of breath will also keep you here, present. You've completed your moving meditation. Now this is our mindful, restful meditation in stillness. Mindful meditation. Remain in stillness. Stay in the moment. Perhaps just return to your breath, the feeling and the sound of breath. Perhaps take one of those breaths and gaze at your third eye. Let's begin the process of reawakening the body. Start by simply focusing on your breath. Notice your breath. When you come to this awareness, take 5 slow breaths, deep breaths. Feel each breath, and perhaps you can hear each breath. Bringing awareness back into your entire body, a new energy generating within you. Focus on those sensations. As you're approaching this 5th breath, start to feel movement return to your body. After that 5th breath, just take another set of 5 breaths, still generating energy, generating movement within. Slowly, gently, mindfully. And after this 5th breath, once movement has returned to your body, take your time if you haven't fully generated that energy. When you're ready, slowly and carefully roll to one side of your body, even pausing there for a breath or two in this nurturing pose. Acknowledging your moving meditation today. Being able to gaze within, helping you with strength, balance, focus. And from here, taking your time, slowly rise, coming to a seated position. Once you're seated, nice long spine as you sit up tall. Relax shoulders. Your arms and hands may also feel relaxed. Just sit in the presence of this meditative state of mind and body. And one last movement together. We'll inhale, extend both arms out, then up. Feel free to look up, following your gaze upward. And exhale, bring palms together and down to your heart. Take one more breath in and out on your own. And as we come to the close of this portion of our journey together, we bow saying, Namaste. Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.